All right, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another episode of Paradise Pump. And we've got Mel back today. She'll be on a little mini vacay for a few weeks, so we'll have some fill-ins. We'll probably have a couple guests, most likely. And we do have a new set design coming up pretty soon because you guys know how much I love changing this design for all 20 of my viewers. But yeah, hopefully by next weekend I'll have it up and running. If not, maybe 2 weeks from now. But you guys will see. It's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, I get bored fast, so I like to change things up.
So by the time I get back, it'll be fully functional or just about there.
Oh, for sure. I mean, within I'd say 2 weeks, we should be functional within 2 weeks.
This guy's
I'm
moving
hoping.
and shaking. All
I'm
right.
hoping, but you know me. I take my time. Sometimes, sometimes I let things sit, and then I hustle, and then I let it sit. That's just how I work. But
You got like four projects at once and you just do a little bit of
yeah,
everything
that's kind of my
all at
life.
once,
Yeah.
right?
Well, this is what happens. I'll have like maybe three projects, and then all of a sudden some shit happens in the middle of those three. Two more projects come up that I have to get done all of a sudden because some shit broke. So now I got five projects. This is what happens to me. So
See, I'm not clinically diagnosed with ADHD, but I'm pretty sure I got some because I'm that type of person who like I should be just say I'm on the way to go wash dishes and I see something else. I put the dishes down, take care of that
yeah.
thing, and get distracted from my initial, doing the dishes. Then next thing you know, I'm like, oh wait, and then pick up the dishes, do something.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
like one of those.
100%. I've done that.
Hmm.
I, I've done. I was in the middle of something, literally left it, gone, did some other thing, completely forgot about it the whole day, and was like sitting there, got a couple other things done, and then was like, "What was I doing?" Oh, and saw it and was like, "Damn!" And I got things sitting out like I was in the middle of doing it, and I was like, "Okay, we're done putting that away for now. We'll finish that tomorrow." So no, exactly.
I think social media and doom scrolling attributed to the ADHD epidemic here. Can't
Probably.
even concentrate on one thing. I mean,
For
yeah,
sure.
we have attention span of a goldfish, and you think if you're not captured within the first 15 seconds, you're gonna scroll to the next, to the next, to the next.
Hmm.
And then next you know, like 3 hours had passed and you're like, I didn't accomplish anything today.
Yeah, I try not to. I don't really get caught up too much in that. Because what'll happen is I feel like maybe twice could be three times a week. Let's just say where I'll do that for a little bit. I might spend 45 minutes, maybe an hour at the most. That's kind of long for me. Maybe 45 minutes, and I'll do that. I'll sit there and I'll be like, oh, something, whatever. I'm on the couch. Oh, let me do that. And I'll do it. And then I'm like, okay, I'm over it. Like done because I know what's going on. Like I understand I could just keep doing this. And basically, what did they say? Brain rot,
Yeah.
whatever. It's just like I'm not benefiting anything. I'm just watching all these random things, right? So I usually limit myself 45 minutes at most doing that in one sitting. And maybe, like I said, I'll do it two times, maybe three times a week at most. So it's not too bad. 2 hours, 2.5 hours tops a week messing around with that. Out of the whole week, I feel like that's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
You know what I have been doing, and I'm thinking I'm smart. I'm fucking smart when I do this. So I
I want to hear this.
I go down the rabbit hole on YouTube videos
Oh yeah.
and I play it at 1.5 speed so I can get more in.
Oh yes. Yes. I've done
Freaking
that.
ingenious.
I've done that. I don't like it though. The only time that I'll do it is if I'm watching, say, I do like to watch these police videos where so and so suspect, he got stopped, and then those kind of things, whatever. I'll do those because there's a lot of fluff in there. But if I'm watching something where I'm trying to learn something,
Educational.
educational things, I don't like it because it
So
goes too
yeah.
fast for me. I kind of want to.
So like for me, just say for instance, because we'll just use me for an example. I'm into firearms, so I like to know what the latest and greatest and people's opinion on it.
Yeah.
So I just want to just get to the meats and potatoes, and then next video to get another person's perception or perspective of it, and then I'll just like gather all this information and make my own. Or what was the general consensus of what were they saying
Mm.
about this firearm? So yeah, that's just me.
Yeah. What I'll do. a lot of times I'll just fast forward it. I'll just kind of go "Zhut," and I'll just skip parts,
What if you
depending.
miss something
Well,
good?
again, if I'm trying to learn, then
Yeah,
I won't do that. If it's just for entertainment, then I will. I'll do that because who cares? It's entertainment, whatever. Um, do you watch YouTube on your TV or do you on your laptop or on your phone?
all three.
Wow, you're all three. Okay. I actually do the same thing. I'd say it's probably 50-50 laptop TV, and then the phone is my last. I don't do YouTube on my phone that much. In Instagram, all phone. Pretty much
Yeah.
99% phone. YouTube, yeah. Okay, it's probably like 60 TV, maybe 35
Do you notice, or is it
computer.
just me? So every item, be it your phone, laptop, and TV, it learns its specific algorithm for
Mhm.
that device.
Yeah, it
So
does.
it's all different. It's so
They're
crazy.
all they all
Yeah.
have a little thing,
Yeah.
right? You click on your phone, you're like, oh, these are kind of not exactly the same videos that I was watching on my computer, but similarities, right?
Yeah.
Similarities.
If you guys notice when you play it on the TV, there's more commercials.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually pay that ten
I
dollar thing.
cannot stand that crap.
So I've been paying that $10 thing on YouTube for the last like
Premium.
6 years.
Yeah.
I've been paying $10 premium because I sat. This is my old thinking. I was like, I sat there one day and then I was like, huh, is it worth it for me to do this? And then I was like, okay, how much commercials? How much YouTube am I watching? How many commercials am I watching? And I'm like, so I broke it down. I was like, is my time to sit there and watch a 20-second commercial? How much am I paying to, skip it? And I was like, my time is much more valuable. It's worth it for me to spend $10 so I don't have to ever see commercials. Now, of course, they're pretty slick, right? Now they have people who put the
In-ad
commercials
review.
in the
Yeah. Yeah.
video. In the video, you're watching and all of a sudden there's a commercial in the video and like, oh, dude. And then you gotta skip through the commercial in the video. Yeah. They're doing that now. But if you spend that $10, it's worth it. Just like Pandora,
Yeah.
I spend $5 a month. Maybe it's six now or something. They like to raise this stuff and not tell you, I notice. They raise it by like $2. So I've been doing it for years. Pandora, no commercials. Totally worth it. 100%. Totally worth
Yeah.
it. So I don't mind commercials though on certain things. Like I have Hulu, and I got the Hulu Plus thing, and I have the commercials on that because I don't watch Hulu that much. And I'm like, and the commercials sometimes are kind of funny, so I'm like, oh, I'll watch Hulu commercials. No, it depends, right? But because they play the same ones over and over too a lot, right? But Prime, I pay extra to not have commercials on Prime. I do that. Netflix, they have a Netflix now where there's commercials, right?
Oh, wow.
They have the base model. It's kind of like buying a car where there's no commercials. I mean, where there is commercials on it on Netflix. And then they have another one where you can get the non-commercials. Like they have those levels now. So I make sure all my stuff, I don't have commercials.
I try not to get caught up in Netflix or TV or Hulu or
Yeah.
Prime and stuff like that too much. So I've just kind of subjected myself to a lot of just YouTube. Um,
Yeah. No, that's probably the best one because they have movies on there too.
yeah.
They have AMC and IFC or whatever that those international films, and they have all that. You spend $10 a month or whatever on it, and you can get all these other movie channels on YouTube. It's actually pretty cool. Like you really, honestly, if you could literally just have YouTube and you'd be set. I don't think you really need much else. I do like Paramount stuff. They have some cool stuff on there every once in a while. So
The fight's on Paramount,
and the
right?
fights on Paramount, yes. So they got some good stuff, some decent movies. I mean, I don't know. All in all, I think I spend for all my subscriptions, it's probably like maybe $80 a month. It's not too bad. It's somewhere around there. I said I wasn't gonna spend over 100 because I used to have cable, and cable was like 100.
Cable's expensive.
Was like 100 or whatever. So I said, hey, if I'm under $100, I'm fine with it. So it's somewhere around there, maybe like $80.
Because
Not
I
too
live
bad.
in a split upstairs, downstairs household. So we split everything, right?
Oh, I
And I
see.
just pay whatever my portion. So I'm accessible to all of those things, but
Yeah.
I don't
You don't
use
do
them.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. you gotta choose what you like, I guess. Right? So
I do.
you like learning
I
educational.
do. I like learning stuff. Back to some fitness things. So last week was the OCB, and the week before that was the Ikaika bodybuilding show.
Right.
Um,
What do you know about these shows? What do you know about these shows? I like to
what do I know? Um, from me, I cannot emphasize it enough that don't be mad at me when I say this, but I know a lot of people are very ecstatic about looking some type of way they've never looked like before, but this is still a bodybuilding show.
Mm.
So, you're gonna be scored accordingly, and make sure the division that you sign up for, you fall within the parameters of that division as well too. So, I mean,
Yeah.
if you get I'm just gonna use this for example. If you look like a if you look like a figure girl, but you're trying to do fit model, like yeah, that's not gonna fly, you know?
That's
That's
pretty,
extreme. I'm
yeah,
using I'm
big
just
gap
using it as
there.
an
Yeah.
extreme. And I know we talked about before, like growing into the division, which is very, very wise. And that's what a lot of guys do, right? From men's physique to classic to maybe
Open.
212
Oh yeah. Yeah.
open, or whatever. However, yeah, growing into the divisions, like there's fit, bikini, figure, physique, and bodybuilding for women as well too, and wellness. So
There's so many.
6 for women, right?
Yeah.
So make sure you match the criteria of the division that you're competing in, as well as knowing you're posing for that division. I don't know if it's the coaches that are doing a disservice to their clients, or it's just the clients just don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is. This has been a thing that's been going on for a while, I feel. Because yeah, like we've talked about it before, where people are doing crossovers when they don't even belong in the one division. They belong in one, and they're doing two divisions. And one of them they don't belong at all, and they're doing crossovers into it. Stuff like that, right? It's like, why are you even doing that division? You don't belong in that division at all. You
Hmm.
know. So yeah. So these are things that I think people should pay attention a little bit more. Um,
Definitely posing for your division, even if it's simple as like a men's physique. Know what it is, know the criteria. Your
mm,
front, back, front. And you got, I don't know, 10 seconds or however many seconds that the judge gives you to get your routine done.
yeah.
So that's why I don't know. Is this something that the coaches should enforce more, or is it just user error?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because not everybody has a coach either. You have to remember that. Not everybody has a coach, right?
Yeah, a lot
So,
of them are using Chat GPT and stuff
well, there
for
you go.
coaching.
There's their coach. So chat should be telling them. But then again, most of the time, chat will only tell you what you ask it.
Yeah.
If you don't ask the question, it won't always tell you. It'll give you a lot of information from one question, but it doesn't always give you all the information. So you have to be very specific on what questions you ask it. Yeah. So, but I know Jed, his client,
At
turned
the
pro.
OCB.
What about it?
Let's go. How'd that go?
Good. You got OCB Pro card. I don't know what the criteria is on to get
Click it on you.
oh to get the to consider it pro or whatever, but he got one in his division in the Masters 40 up in
Okay.
physique. So I mean we didn't even know they were giving the cards out, so when they announced the world, he was like, ah, fuck it, I'll take it.
Oh wow,
Yeah, we didn't know they were doing pro cards or
wow.
anything.
How many guys was in that
There
division?
was 3.
Oh, okay, nice.
So it was the 40 and up, I think, for
Okay,
physique.
slick. Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, he's been training here.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was cool.
He's been training here for a while.
Yeah.
I
Like,
seen the highlights of the OCB. There seems
yeah,
like there was a lot more competition this year than there was last year.
Yeah. Yep, and I really like how they run their stuff. They just the organization and how they split the guys from the girls. So like we were done. The men's show was done by noon.
Oh, wow.
and then the girls come in and do theirs in the evening. And
So it
so,
was prejudging and show,
yeah,
and then prejudging and
prejudging,
show.
yeah, 10-minute intermission, and then the awards, and then you have like a 30-minute break. Then the females come in and do all their stuff.
Oh, cool.
And so by the time they were in there, we're out. We were already at the restaurant. So,
So how many competitors total you think in the show?
oh
All
man,
all together.
I don't know how many females. There was a few males. Let's say 15, 20 guys, maybe more than that backstage. Yeah,
So it could have been maybe like 50 competitors total.
probably. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's safe to say.
Okay.
So how do you feel about that? Do you wish more NPC shows were ran that way, where you do the guys first, prejudging and show, then the girls prejudging show, and then call it a day?
I don't know. I think NPC, I got mixed feelings on it. I think NPC stretches it out. It becomes like this whole day event, and that's kind of cool. I think there's something cool about that. Like, yeah, a lot of times people want it to be over, but you put a lot of time into it, so it's kind of cool to like, okay, you got the morning, and then you got to come back, and it's this build up the whole day, right? So there's this. How long did you diet for? 12 weeks, 16 weeks, whatever. It's a long time, and you're only on stage. Most of the time, you're on stage for maybe a couple minutes at most. Comparisons, and you're solo. So there's something cool about that they
Spe-
do stretch it out.
Especially if there's an expo or something with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is something cool about that. So like I said, I have mixed feelings about it, but it's nice to be very efficient and just get it done. Yeah. And I've done shows like that in the mainland. It was an NPC. I forget what it was. It was a drug-free show years ago, a long time ago. And it was literally like it was kind of like a one thing. One time we just went in there, we got up on stage, we did our thing, then we did comparisons, went back out. It was pretty fast. It wasn't, oh geez, sorry, my phone. It wasn't this long drawn out thing. I remember I felt like I was only there for a few hours. So it was kind of a blur. It went by really fast. I mean, did I think it was better than NPC? I don't know. I just it just went by really quick. So I do appreciate the NPC style to make it a whole day event. That's kind of cool to me. So I personally probably like that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Now, while they're doing the event, yeah, if it's like the event itself is being dragged out, that's annoying. Be efficient while you're doing the event, but having like the break, the intermission thing, coming back later, a night show, to me, that's kind of fun. I kind of like that morning, night thing and splitting it up. Yeah. But when we're there, I want it to be efficient while we're there. Don't just drag it out while we're there. Make it smooth while we're there.
I
That's
gotcha.
my whole take on it.
Now I feel the same as you. It's kind of cool that the prejudging is in the morning, night show and awards are at, it is what it is. Everybody kind of gets to celebrate together if the guys want to stick around, usually.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time too, it's a long freaking day.
It is.
So
It is. And that's how it's been for years. So I think it's not going to change. It's going to keep doing it. That's the machine, man. That's how they run it. And that's probably how it's going to be. It's always going to be like that. Because there's a different energy, right? Day show, night show. Like when you go to a night event, it's a different feeling. Even though it's the bodybuilding or whatever, you go to the bodybuilding event during the daytime, there's a different type of vibe and feeling. Even I think for like competitors. When I did that one show in the mainland and it was like during the day and it was done, it was weird. It didn't feel as special as when I did one that was day and then we went to the nighttime and it was the night energy.
the
People
energy.
were a little more dressed up at nighttime. They're going out, you know what I mean? That's what it is. It creates a different feel, a different energy. And you've been waiting all day. So it's like, oh man, you're just tired and you want to get it done. You want to go celebrate after nighttime, go out, whatever. So I think that's kind of cool.
I remember the shows here in Hawaii, like growing up, going to the shows from when I was little and such. it light show used to be a big thing where people used to really get decked out and dressed up
Oh
to
yeah,
the nines, and it was a thing. Like, oh, you wear your best on the
that's right. Even trainers showed
yeah,
up. They were decking out. They
yeah,
were button ups and shit. Like, yeah, you were showing up. Now, a lot of times you see trainers, they got the same shirt on from the morning time. they
yeah.
got they got their gym shirt on or whatever, and they've been rocking that shirt all day. You're like, oh damn, dude,
No
you've been
breaks in
wearing that
between.
since 7 a.m. Like, yeah, I know. You do see that. So, I don't know. I think that I do question. I mean, local bodybuilding, local fitness in general. I don't want to say, is it dying? Is it getting smaller? I don't know. I sense it seems that way. It seems like it's getting smaller to me.
Like
But I'm comparing it to other things, right?
like smaller as far as the turnout in the venues, or
All of
smaller,
it.
or the caliber of
I
competitors,
think all of it.
all of it.
I think all of it.
And I not what I think, what I know is what makes it drag on so long is all of these crossovers and stuff, like
Yeah.
at the Ikaika, we had one dude who flew in from Phoenix. I think he was in 7 different
Really?
promise to God, he
What are you
was in
talking
like
about? They
7.
gotta limit that, man.
But
You gotta limit
hey,
it.
if he's gonna pay the money, so if it's like 100 some odd dollars
He
per,
spent $700 to enter the show. That's crazy. To get
right?
what? Some little plastic trophy, or nowadays like the metal from like China or whatever, some mass produced metal. I don't know. I mean, whatever. That's crazy. Those 7 divisions. I get it. The promoter, yeah, they want their money, right? They want to get paid.
Yeah.
And hey, if somebody's willing to do that, then okay, fine. But it's a little much.
Speaking of promoter and getting paid, the last time I went to the OCB was last year's. I don't recall doing this. Jed, you could probably help me out here since you were there just most recently. Um, did you have to buy a coach's pass and a like a seat?
I think so this time, but it wasn't near what it was at an NPC show. So it was like, I don't even think I needed to buy a ticket because I had a coach's pass, but I'd bought one anyway before I got the pass. But it wasn't total 160 for everything. I mean, NPC you're looking at what, like $300?
For a coach's pass and a seat?
Yeah, for coach's pass and a seat, it was 160. It wasn't that
I
bad.
think Ikaika, you have to do that.
Yeah.
You have to get the coach's pass and then go get the seat in the
Yes.
morning too.
Yes, correct. So if you're a coach, you needed a coach's band and then a prejudging ticket and a night show ticket.
Mhm.
So
Right.
They need to go back to giving the coaches a free prejudging ticket.
Yeah, that used to be a thing
Yeah.
back in the day.
They need to, I mean, they started doing the night show tickets towards, around 2009, 10, but they always got a prejudging ticket. The coaches always got one free because you're just walking out there to see what they look like as prejudging. Night show, it's a little different. I think they need to go back to that. My opinion.
See, I would love to get the analytics from the shows. Say Stingray, go, hey, the last 10 years of how many competitors did you have for the last 10 years every year, right? How many competitors? Um, you know, Ikaika, the same thing. Like, what was your numbers? I'm just curious, right? To see if it's if it's dropped down. Because the reality is you can base everything on how many competitors you have. Because the audience, there's a really small percentage of people that actually just go because they want to watch bodybuilding. Majority of that audience is friends,
friends and
families,
family. Yeah.
coworkers, gym members, gym training partners. That's going to be probably 90% of that audience,
Mhm.
right? Then maybe a 10% of just randoms that go to these shows. So look at the numbers as far as competitors. I really would be curious to see each show in the last 10 years how many competitors they've had every year. Because I personally think the numbers have gone way down. But you know, Maybe I'm not right. Maybe I'm wrong.
Like you said earlier, I mean, used to bodybuilding contests would they were selling standing tickets,
Yeah.
you know,
They used to, yeah.
because like everybody in all the gyms would go to any contest that they were having. Now, like you said, now it's down to just friends and family, people you know. It's a little different now. So I
Right.
remember going to the Paradise Cup, and they were trying to sell standing seats because all the seats were taken.
Hmm.
And it's not like that anymore. Although the last Stingray was pretty, I think there's a good amount of people there. That
Yeah.
one, I was actually a little impressed with that one, but it's not like it used to be.
But uh, in those years, what is a ticket now for just standard the plain old seat non VIP area in like a regular show, say like the Stingray?
Isn't it like 50, 60, or it's past 50, right?
Yeah.
It's probably 60 or 70, I think.
Because at that time that you're talking about in the earlier what, '09 or whatever it was, it was like 35, 40
I
bucks,
think
maybe
so.
even
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and then standing room was like 15 bucks, I remember.
It was pretty cheap, right?
Yeah, it was dirt cheap, so everybody just got to
You
standing.
had a whole bunch of people standing there.
Yeah,
I remember there was like a wall of
yeah.
people.
That was like the best show. Right?
And they had the money for the guest posers and everything too.
Yes.
So
They
now they're charging
did.
more, and you have no IFBB type
There's
guest
no guest
posers or nothing.
posers.
So
Yeah.
I'm talking about the quality of the show was through the roof back then when it was still cheaper.
So do you think if they lower down the price of those uh tickets, more people would show up?
Mm, I don't know.
Hmm.
Or is like bodybuilding a dying thing here in Hawaii? And it's like, oh, good, you're bodybuilding. That's nice. Okay.
Because I understand some of these people working two jobs and everyday people want to try to get their foot in the door competing, and now they're having to pay all this outrageous money to compete. It's almost like they're trying to shove the blue collar worker out of the way or something. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's getting too outrageous to where you understand these are people that are not sponsored. They're not pro athletes. They're not sponsored. They're digging into savings, do what I can to pay for these tickets and the suits and the training and all that stuff. Like, give them a break.
Hmm.
You know, the amount of money these people spend just to compete is outrageous.
Oh yeah.
I remember when I was on the come up, your first division you'd pay full price, and every crossover it was like another $70, or it wasn't full price. It
Something.
was like
Yeah. It was a little bit
discounted.
cheaper, right?
Is it now you pay the same price for every single division you compete in?
Yeah,
You might know.
I think it's the same.
It depends on the show, I think, too. But
Except that's promoter's discretion, right?
right.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's like anything else, right? When you buy the first item full price, you get the second item at 10% off, and the third and fourth item at 20%. Like it's like that whole thing. So I don't know. I think it's most of the time it's usually you get a little bit cheaper if you do crossovers. That's the incentive. Like, hey, do other divisions save $20 per division, something like that, right? Um, I guess. It's still crazy though. So crazy.
One great takeaway from the show, there was a little incident that had happened on stage with the women's bikini division.
Mm.
Um, one of the girls, she was a gymnast her whole life, and she had hip problems. Her After they got done doing their symmetry posing and whatever, exiting stage, her hip locked up, so she took a little gribble,
Oh,
and there was a minor emergency that had happened. Just I think there was a little bit more embarrassment than anything else on top
okay.
of that as well too, but that got tended to as well too. We asked her, "Do you want to finish a show?"
Yeah.
And she was like hemming and hawing about it, and we told her, you're you're basically done. The scores are in. Do you want to finish the show? And she actually did. She wiped up her, you know, teary eyes and
Hmm.
her
I went
her
out there.
dripped
Okay.
up makeup and everything like
Okay.
that, and
Okay.
she put a game face back on and finished it up in the
All right.
night show.
There you go.
She ended up placing like second or something.
Okay. Was she younger?
Yeah,
Or she
she's
was young. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, as far as like getting back on that horse after something like that happens, maintaining your composure, getting back on, and
Yeah,
that
that's
was
great.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she did come back. She was like she was babying that ankle and that hip side a little bit. She
Mm.
did a little bit of swelling, but
Okay,
I'm glad she finished up strong.
that's awesome.
That's what you do, right? You just keep going.
That's right. That's what winners do. Hmm.
I think it's cool she finished.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was gonna get off topic. Talk about the other week because me and Jed were talking about equipment and stuff,
Yeah.
and it's so funny because I don't know. I feel like people don't always watch the whole clip, the whole reel, and people hear one part. And it's interesting because when I was talking about old versus new machines and stuff, and if anybody out there thinks that I don't like machines, they're out of their fucking mind. I have over 100 machines in my gym, dumbass. I'm like, it's so funny to me. I'm like, I know machines. Like, I am a connoisseur of machines. I know history of machines. Hello, like so freaking stupid. So some guy was saying a comment, but I was like, what? People don't listen, and then they don't pay attention. And machines are awesome. So I was like, no, I love free weights and I love machines. I love them both. So
There's always going to be
just,
somebody that says
I
some
know, I
shit.
just have to get that out
Always.
there because I was just like, if anybody else also thought that that I don't appreciate machines or I don't understand how it works, yeah, I'm not a fucking dummy. I know how it works. I know machines. Stupid fuck. I've been lifting my whole life. Hello. So yeah, shit. We built machines, man. My buddy he used to weld machines, make machines. Like, I just think it's interesting. Even I mean, I've done before in the past. I've done little workout videos. Or I don't know. We were like playing around. You put in stories or whatever on Facebook, and I was doing a little shoulder workout, and I was doing machines, little circuit. And then I had one guy was like, "Oh, you guys got to do free weights. Free weights are the best." Da, da, da. And I'm like, I don't think I even responded because I was like, "You saw one thing. Like, you think that that's all I ever do is these machines? That was one element of a workout. Like, I do free weights and then I do machines and I do both. You see one thing and then you just think that that's it. Or if I'm talking about something, you think that that's all that I believe in. Like, there's so many pieces to it. It's never just one thing. With me, it's never just one thing. Believe me. If you know me, it's not just one thing. I have a lot of shit, okay? And I have a lot of shit going on. So there's a lot. So when it comes to fitness, my mind, honestly, it's like Bruce Lee. Be water. That's how I think when it comes to working out. I'm super open-minded. Probably one of the more open-minded gym owners that I actually know because I will listen to everybody and I will take every single method and I will test it out. I will look at it. I will analyze it. And I am very open-minded. And machines, I will look at it. I will try it. I will see. And if it's good, then it's good. If it's not, it's not. That's it. Everything I am open to trying, listening to, 'cause that's to me, that's the only way I'm going to evolve. Like, I don't just sit in one space and be like, this is how it is. 1996, that was the best we ever got, and stop. No, that's not me. Sorry. I've been evolving and I'm still 2026 and I'm still evolving. It never ends. So,
But that's one of these the niche things that I like about this gym, that you have a variety of things because from free weights to machines to like the new stuff, the prime, how you can set
yeah,
them at
yeah.
different angles and stuff like that
Right.
as well too. I mean, to talk
And
about like, yeah.
no, and there's even, I mean, there's some stuff we were talking about it. There's some cool machines that are coming out now. There's these mega mass machines and all these. Some of this stuff looks cool. Don't get me wrong. Some of it I feel is a variation of machines that I have already, but it looks cool. Some of them are really big, so it doesn't make sense for me to invest in it because I don't really have the space anymore. But I would definitely invest in something if it was a honestly, it was like an antique piece that was really cool, super cool, and I was like, man, this is a badass piece. This thing is old school, but I love it. I would get that. Or if it was something new, it wasn't too big,
Yeah.
and it was something that I didn't have already, something very different from anything that I have, then I would jump on that too. I would be open to that. You know what I mean? So, because it's an investment, right? It's going to
Mhm.
cost a lot. I got to get it here. And why would I take up floor space if it's like, hey, well, this machine is almost the same as this machine, but they're not the same, but they're almost the same.
Mhm.
But this one's newer. You should get that one. That doesn't make sense for me. Like, why am I going to invest in that when they're literally 90% the same?
I seen some of the new technology of those mass machines that you were talking about. Very,
Yeah.
very, very cutting edge and very innovative,
Yeah,
but they take up a lot of
they
space.
do. They're big.
A lot of space.
They're big pieces. I think they made those machines for those big gyms that are up in Texas and all these
Hmm.
new ones that are coming out. These 30,000 square foot spaces out there. They got a lot of space, they got a lot of money,
Yep.
and that's where that equipment is going to be going to, a lot of it, right? Um, Not this space.
And some people like that stuff, that new cutting edge,
Yeah.
innovative stuff from,
And the New Tech, right? Is that the one, right? The Korean brand?
yeah, new
New
tech.
Tech, yeah. Very, very popular. They have crazy adjustments. They got like it's like 10 different adjustments. Now, here's the thing with that, right? So say they have a shoulder press machine and it's got, I don't know how many, maybe five different adjustments. Okay. So the thing about that is, to me, is those machines are awesome. But when you give people too many options, it well, one, a lot of people they get confused. No, so you're taking away the beginners, right? You're going for more of the intermediate people who are going to want to use that machine. Um, Two, the more moving parts, the more things break, right?
Yep.
The more you have of things possibly breaking, you have to replace. For a gym owner, that's stuff that I look at. You know what I mean? For a regular person, it doesn't matter. Um, I think minimal adjustments are fine. You don't need a ton. Some of these machines have a lot. I mean, you're adjusting the handle thing, you got the seat thing, you got the chest pad. There's a lot of adjustments going on, right? Which to me is it overkill? Sometimes I think it is. Sometimes you don't need all that. Just a couple adjustments and you can do it. You know what I mean? It's fine. Because like hammer strength, for instance, again, I stick by hammer strength for years. Super basic. The seats go up and down. That's it. I mean, really, there's no adjustment. There's no handle adjustments.
Yeah, like one pivot
There,
point, two pivot points.
it's literally the seat
Yeah.
goes up and down, and then the handles are there, and then you just got to get underneath it like this. Have your friend lift it if it's because it sits back. Okay, get up there, boom, and you're doing it. Or you can put the little rubbers
Yeah.
underneath it and then start it. There's no adjustments for that. Which don't get me wrong, that would have been nice to have that adjustment. But here's the problem with that: those things can break
Hmm.
over time. Having adjustments with that heavy load over time, that thing can break. And then as an owner, you got to deal with that. You got to get parts, you got to fix it. The machine's out. The way Hammer Strength design their machines, honestly, never breaks ever. The only thing that goes bad is the freaking pads
Yeah.
and then the handles sometimes. But that's foam handles. You just change
The
them out.
foam handles and the vinyl cushion.
But with the
That's the only
pads,
thing.
that's
Yeah.
it. That's literally it. The bearings in them, I never grease the bearings ever, and it's the same.
And they have grease points. You see them on
Yeah,
on these
and you don't
machines.
need to. I mean, you don't ever have to grease it. Go on and go every single machine and feel it. You'll be like, oh, this thing's smooth as hell. You don't have to grease them. The grease that's in there, it's a sealed bearing. So when you grease it, the grease stays in there and it just stays in there forever. You don't have to grease it. Once it's greased, right? When you
Yeah.
get it new, it's greased and it's just kind of forever it stays. So yeah, super impressive, very basic design, but I still think it gets the work done. Um, and I would challenge anybody to say you could get a top guy and just have access to just hammer strength machines, free weights, dumbbells, cables, and have another guy who has access to every single machine and free weights, dumbbells, cables. And I bet you this guy would still look just as good as this guy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But you're saying as far as being a gym owner, even if you're big box gym as well too. One of the other gyms over here locally that I go to, they have a lot of the hoist equipment.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh, Jed, you don't like
Have we
hoist.
talked about it before? Have we talked
And
about it before?
because there's so many moving parts, they're prone to breaking, and there's been occasions where there's more downtime on that machine than it being used. So,
Yeah. Because we've talked about it. I know I mentioned it because it's originally the rocket line they call it, and they use it at parks and stuff. And it was no weights on it. It was just you just move, and the thing moves with you, and that's what it was called, the rocket line. And then I think Precor bought it out, and then they sold it to Hoist. Hoist used to have regular equipment.
Hoist used to be really good.
Hoist looked like Life Fitness kind of
Yeah.
like
Yes.
white. It was all white machines. I have some old Hoist here, some old Hoist, some of the stuff which is just the basic equipment. After they bought the rocket line, that was genius move on their part though, because they made a lot of money because they marketed it to all the 24-hour fitnesses, and it's the lazy man's workout. And so all the older people or people that are just lazy, I say older, but it's just because when I use this term older people, because it's easy, they think it's easier, so that they don't mind doing it
Or
because it is
you would be
easier.
like, "Oh, I'm lifting body weight plus, so I must be doing something good."
Yes. Yeah, because your body's moving, right?
Mhm.
But in reality, those workouts to me, those are like 30% workouts, 30-40% workouts. They're not a regular pin loaded machine where you're pressing the weight and you're moving it. Those hoist machines, it's like 30 to 40% benefit, I
And
feel.
like what they don't realize too, the nerdy part of like lifting weights, the amount of pulleys that you have to,
Yeah,
ratio in the amount of
you
pulleys with the
lose.
weights.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize that.
Well, yeah, they're like, dude, I was doing push downs. I was doing 180 pounds on push downs. I was like, yeah, no, you weren't.
But that machine has four
I know.
pulleys.
I was like, yeah, it has four big turns on those pulleys. So you're doing what was it? What is that like? Maybe
Divided
like
by four.
50%,
Yeah.
40%. Yeah, I don't know. So whatever the number was, but yeah, exactly. So that's the thing, right? Again, and we did have a pretty big conversation about it the other week, about all those machines.
Yeah, I seen Jed mentioned a big gym and we
It
got a
blew it
good
up.
shout out too, right?
Oh yeah, we got views on that one. Jed's famous now,
Yeah.
so Jed's
Put
famous.
IHF on the map. I really do hope a lot of the pros that do come for shows here or just even vacation that they do know of this place and they stop by, even if it's just for a workout. Like for me,
Yeah,
like how Jed was saying, when I travel, I want to go to that local gym and see what it's about. I don't
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think we do honestly on the island. Besides obviously, like a 24-hour fitness or a UFC gym, because I'm sure they get some top competitors, stuff like that, just because people don't know, right? They'll go to those places because they have 5 locations, 6 locations, whatever. But we do get a lot of the competitors and, influencers, whatever, that come here. We do get a lot of them. And part of it's just because the vibe, right? The look of the place, the
Yeah.
warehouse,
I don't
all the
know.
old equipment.
When I was in my prep season, I look forward to traveling to go to like private gyms like yours, like this, instead of
Mm.
like you already know what to expect out of a EOS or 24-hour fitness or one
Yeah.
of those big places. You kind of know what you're gonna expect there. So I mean, to go into like Dragon's Lair like you did when you went to Vegas,
Yeah, I've been there. I've been there a few times.
how was that experience for you compared to like 24-hour fitness?
Well, I went to an EOS just to say it wasn't too bad there. Actually, Flex Wheeler was in there getting ready for his comeback
Oh,
while he was in there.
geez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Dragon's Lair, now that they've switched out some of the Arsenal stuff with hammer strength and stuff, it's way better.
Oh, they switched it from
Yeah,
Arsenal to Hammer.
it's not 100% Arsenal anymore.
Oh,
They kept some of the stuff, but then they've got like the Mega Mass, like chest press and some hammer strength stuff. And now they got that back room. They knocked the wall down and made that a leg room or something back there. So it's actually pretty cool now.
yeah, because it was kind of sponsored by Arsenal. That was part of it because Flex Lewis, Arsenal was his good buddy, I guess. And then he had sponsored a lot of that equipment in there. But, people are finding, again, and it goes with all brands. Every brand has some pieces that are really good and some pieces that aren't as great. So that's why I piece it together, right? I don't think there's one brand that every single piece is like perfect. I don't think so. Like even Hammer Strength has a bunch of stuff that's like, it's not that great, you know?
You know what was cool though is the Arsenal pieces in there that I wasn't a big fan of
Yeah.
were the ones he replaced.
Oh,
Like so
see, so he knew, he knew.
they have a one that's kind of like a hammer strength like press for Arsenal, and I could not get it to hit like I wanted it to. It was
Mm.
the way it had too many pivot points and shaky and stuff. I came in there and that I think it's a Mega Mass, whatever leverage chest
Yeah.
press was in there in its place, which me and Oscar did just a few sets on, and I thought I tore my chest. It was hurting so bad the next day.
Wow.
So he knows. I mean, obviously knows what he's doing, but the ones he switched out were the right ones, I think.
Mm. Yeah, that's great. I mean, that shows you right there. That's a guy who listens to his customers, and he works out, so he probably noticed it too. He probably was like, "Yeah, this machine's not that great." You know what I mean? So
That's how I feel about it. Like a lot of places when you go on vacation and you use the hotel gym, it's
yeah,
like who you could tell whoever put this fitness center together is
yeah,
not an is
yeah,
not an avid weightlifter because
yeah.
it has no reason or rhyme. It's just arbitrary machines, primarily just cardio machines, and you're like, fuck, can't even get you can get a decent like I can't even say a workout. You can exercise.
Right, right.
Well, I mean, but some people on vacation, they just want to sweat a little, sure, but I don't know. I'm like that. I try to see all of the gyms in my area wherever I'm vacationing. So,
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. I like to look at them. Even the little hotel gyms are interesting, like you said. Kind of go in there and see what they got in there, and some of them are pretty cool. I've seen some cool ones. I was like, hey, this guy knows what he was doing. Like, not bad.
or a lot of these
So
high rises that came up on Kaka'ako
yeah,
and they got their little workout centers. You're like,
yeah. Have you been in some of them?
I've been into some of them, and a lot of them kind of cater to just
Real
money,
simple,
money.
real simple. Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it, man. I mean, hey, I yeah, it's I like designing stuff like that, little gyms and things like that. I don't think it's that hard, but I've been doing this for a long time, so yeah, and you know it too. It's like
hmm
cables, dumbbells, bench. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff you put in there. So
And when you enter the place, the thought of it, the flow of it, where the pathway takes you,
Mhm.
all of it makes a big difference on whether or not you're gonna stay in the gym a little longer, if everything's like such a pain in the ass to just be in.
That's true too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that is true. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice, man. If I had, say, another big warehouse like this, like double the size of this, right? Like, what would I do?
Or if
Like,
this was upstairs, downstairs.
oh yeah, right. If we turn the parking lot into a whole gym down there,
Yeah.
that's the thing is, I have a parking lot. I could turn that into a whole gym, but now we don't have parking, right?
Yeah.
See, but that could be another gym. Like you could turn it into a big spot down there
Or you just gotta go buy the other guys, buy them out, and
by the other side. Yeah, that'd be great.
oh my god.
Or just turn that side into a gym and just keep the parking the way it is. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the only thing. If I could get more parking, we could be we could be something else. But oh well, this is what it is. So this is where we're at. 15 years so far. Can you
hmm
believe it? Yeah, 15 years in this spot. So it's kind of crazy.
You came here what, 13 years ago, Jed?
No,
No, it was like 6, 7.
6?
Yeah.
yeah, it was about 2019.
Why do I feel
Yeah.
like Jed's a fixture in this
Yeah,
place?
no,
Tw-
because
20
yeah,
2019.
because it's like 2019,
Yeah, it
right?
was right before COVID.
Right, right.
Mm.
I remember. Yeah, he's been here for a while though. I mean, 7 years
Yeah.
basically. About seven. Wow, that went by fast.
Yeah, I did.
Do you even have pictures of your old
I
place
have
when you
some.
just had like the third?
I have some. I don't have like just pictures like, oh, this is how it is now. It's unfortunately, I just never. But there's pics.
I'm
There's
pretty sure.
videos. Well, there's videos. There's real. There's if you go back and you'll see some pictures of people. We're standing there, and you can see us standing in sections, and you're like, oh, what was that? That used to be the office there, or there was another wall there. Yeah, like you can see there's pictures. There's a whole bunch of pictures from back in 2014, 15, 16. Like, yeah, where it's changed. I know I never did just do like, oh, let me take pictures every year of how it is. I never did that, but there's a lot of pictures that were taken in here, and there's videos, a lot of videos that were done in here too over the years. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean? There's lots.
Well, just to have like a evolution of this gym, because
Yeah,
I still remember from inception. That's
yeah,
crazy how much this gym has grown in itself.
yeah. I think I did a bunch of pictures of when it was first opened, and I took pictures of all that stuff. But then I think it was back in the time where It was fun using filters and stuff, so I had to put a bunch of filters. I like Iron High Fitness, and I filtered the pictures a lot. So you can still see it. I mean, it's on my Facebook, I think, or something. Go way back, yeah, go back to like 2012 or something.
And you were probably about what, 30 more pounds or 40 more pounds of meat on your
Oh
body.
God, yeah, yeah, I was a lot bigger. Yeah, I mean, now I'm down to about maybe under 215 now, maybe 214, 213. I've come down. I was holding 220 for the longest time, but I finally started to come down a little bit. Only difference was I was just been doing a little more cardio stuff. That's it. My body's just adjusting to it, I guess, and that's fine because I want to be a little bit lighter now. Now that I'm getting a little bit older, 200. I think 210 is good. Hold that for a while.
Yeah. Well, you do jujitsu, so you don't need all the
Yeah,
meat.
yeah. It helps a little bit. Don't get me wrong. Having a little bit of weight size helps a little bit, but yeah, 210. It's not bad.
But you don't compete though, and
No, I'm not into competing. I just do it just for fun. I like to do it. Um, I don't know. I could compete with friends, say, hey, let's go hard. Okay, there. That's it. That's us competing. It's safer that way. Because I don't know, doing a tournament at this point for me competing, I don't think I'm gonna. It doesn't benefit me a whole lot. Just be like, hey, I won the tournament. I don't know. I don't get a lot of satisfaction from that personally. So I just get a lot of satisfaction just training and getting better and training with friends. And if I beat a friend, say, and we're kind of going hard, then I feel pretty good about it. Like, okay, you know, that's it. Yeah. I think I did so many competitions, bodybuilding. I think,
burnt out.
yeah, I don't know if it's burnout, but I think I've come to realize that competing for me, it's not that satisfying. You know, it's probably more stress. I get a lot more stress leading up to it, and I'm not very satisfied when it's done.
Interesting.
Yeah, win, lose, draw, whatever. I'm just like, I don't see the benefit that much.
You're
So,
getting old, Mark.
does that mean I'm getting wiser, or what does that mean?
I don't know about
I
wiser.
don't know. Oh wow,
I
thanks,
don't
Mel.
know.
Appreciate it.
If
Well, this
if
will be Mel's last show for a while, guys, and yeah.
wiser, maybe with all the YouTube videos of
No,
education you're
right.
watching. Yeah.
Depends on what I watch. Some of it I think is making me dumb.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my god, I watch a lot of those cop videos are the worst, man. You're just like, people are like this in the world. There's a lot of people. It trips me out. I'm like, oh, there's people that are really like this. They're just really non-compliant. They just want to fight and they have an excuse for everything. That's my biggest thing, I think, that I see, and it's just so funny. You're on video, is excuses. People just making up crazy things, to get out of something. And it's like, it's no, like, it's too late, dude. Like, you've been caught. Like, just accept your fate. You're better off just not saying anything. They just keep running their mouth, and it just makes them look worse and worse.
Yeah, I get it. I got pulled over a copious amounts of times for speeding, and they're like, you were speeding. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
yes, I got caught speeding. You
Like,
can't
what are
make
you gonna do? Yeah,
excuses.
you
Just
can't make.
just
Yeah,
take
yeah, yeah,
accountability for it.
yeah.
Take your
Well, a
licks.
lot of times, if you take accountability and you admit, a lot of times the cops are cool. They'll let you go. I'm not saying every time, but they can let you go
Mm-hmm.
sometimes if you're just like, yeah, and you're just like, I was speeding, and maybe your reason's somewhat valid. I mean, then okay,
Yeah.
at least, yeah,
Try to be honest with them instead of make excuses and take
yeah,
accountability for your shit.
because that's all they hear all day is excuses. So imagine how refreshing it is to hear somebody just be honest. It's like, oh my God. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to give you a ticket because people have been lying to me all day. You know, their speedometer doesn't work. Oh, they were stressed out because of this or what, all kinds of excuses,
I got
right?
explosive diarrhea. I gotta go.
I know. I gotta go. I gotta go, man. Did you use that one for?
No,
Okay.
I no, I took my tracks, man. I'm every time. Oh, you were speeding. Yeah. No, I was speeding. Sorry. Just be nothing but apologetic.
Yeah.
Where are you going in a rush? I just nowhere fast, man.
Nowhere fast. Yeah.
Nowhere fast.
Yeah. I know it's hard. It's hard to, I don't know. To me, it's hard to just make up stuff. I'm just like, whatever. I'm busted. I'm busted, you know? So just take it.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're wrapping up the year. No, wait, we have two more shows. So Aloha Moso in September and then the Sean Ray in November. So we got a little break time for now, except for nationals happening right now. And
Yeah.
good luck to all of y'all competing in, is it USA's
I think it's
and
in
then
like a month
Texas
or
and
3.
then there's Masters
Hmm.
in New Jersey.
Yeah. They have North Americans
Nothing.
in Pittsburgh, Masters in Pittsburgh. They have the Team Universe, which is in Jersey, right?
Yep.
That's towards the ending. That's after all the other shows. The USA is coming up, what, 3 weeks, something like that. So yeah, we have Kenny.
Yeah.
He's back here training again, so he'll be back up
Kenny
there.
looks fantastic
Kenny looks
and
good.
good
Yeah.
luck to all of you.
So should be getting, hopefully Hawaii will be getting a few more pro cards this year. Pro cards, baby, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, and Chris Knox, he did a run, a few shows, so good little trial run, and I think next year should be interesting. He's really pushing it to get a lot bigger. So we'll see how he does. So that's, for me, that's probably the most promising pro that we have out of here right now. That's in Hawaii, that's competing, that has a shot to do pretty good. Um, there's no real female pros coming out right now that are competing, right? There's no bikini pros or nothing like
Um,
that. I know
yeah,
Chad's
he's
doing his
in
show
Texas right now.
this weekend. Yeah, this today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, I don't know how much more he's gonna compete. I know he said he was looking at, you know, coming down soon, eventually like winding down from it. Maybe got one more year in him for competing. Maybe that's it. I'm not sure.
Is he still competing open or is he masters?
He does both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, men's physique.
I mean, nothing to take away from the masters people because they still bring in some, they still bring in the heat.
Oh yeah. Oh, they
Yeah.
got some good masters.
Yes.
The early 40 guys, some of those 42, 43-year-olds, they're pretty. I mean, some of those guys can win opens, depending on what show it is, but some of them can hang and do opens and win open shows. So
But
pretty
yeah,
impressive.
as far as Hawaii pros, I don't think there's too many big on the circuit right now.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And it's surprising. We've had a lot of people turn pro in the last 10 years from Hawaii. There's been a lot
Mm-hmm.
in just all divisions, but nobody really successful. I think Chavez was probably the most successful guy that we had, right? Um, any successful females out of
Robin,
Hawaii?
she's graced the Arnold stage, I think twice
The
maybe.
I'll say,
And I think she did Olympia once, something like that.
okay,
But yeah, it was right before women's physique got really, really big. Then even she was just like, I'm done. This is too big for me.
yeah, yeah. She was good though. Yeah. Anyway, got anything, Jed? Got anything else?
Oh, I'm good.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Mel will be gone the next few weeks, and we'll try to get some guests on here so we can keep you entertained. But we'll see you next time. Take care and aloha.